Okay, we're taking you to the islands, baby. From Jamaica to Barbuda, from Bahamas. Yeah. Well, rock with me. Come on, man, the Sunday show. Woo! We're taking it there. Listen, people. Say, say, put up. Yo, what? Oh, there's the song, yo. Come on. Wherever you are. Oh, shut me. God will provide for you, believe it. Trust Him. All of just words. Let's go. Let's sing together. I'll surrender. I surrender. I'll trust when I hold from Him. I'll surrender. I'll trust. Farewell. That is the song for you, baby. Sooner or later, no hands and shit. Woo! No! Raise your hands. Raise your hands. Rock, rock, rock. Raise your hands. Rock, raise your hands and rock, rock. The soul, the day, you know what was up. Oh, you, I feel, I feel like I said, my God.
Oh man, you just gotta love my man's Muyiwa. Charlie, beautiful performance right there. You know what I'm saying, Charlie? Welcome to the Sunday show right here on GH1. Don't forget that we have more quality entertainment for you guys, so don't go nowhere. It's your boy Jay Smoke. And you know how we do every Sunday. We bring to you top quality Christian entertainment from GH and beyond. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be having the interview with my man Muyiwa once again. We're gonna be having some more performances right here. And also, we're not gonna be having the quest today, but we're gonna be doing something different. You know what I'm saying? So don't go nowhere. It's gonna be popping. It's gonna be off the chain. Your boy Jay Smoke, you know what time it is. Call your friends to call a friend to call a friend, and let's get down to business. Holla at your boy. Welcome back from that break. This is the Sunday show right here on GH1, your number one in entertainment. Yes, it's your boy Jason right now. It is the interview session. And like I said earlier on, we have one of Africa's best gifts to the world of gospel music. He's one of the greatest minds, both in UK, internationally, and right now I'm so privileged to have him with us in the building. He's the one and only Mr. Muyiwa. How you doing?
All right, good.
Good to have you, man.
Great to be here. But yo, the heat in Ghana is
I know,
killing
right?
me, man.
It's crazy,
I'm
man.
melting like a snowman still, but you know.
Yeah, but we're managing right?
You're managing. No, but it's great to be here. I'm grateful.
Okay, I mean, is this your first time in Ghana?
No, I've been in Ghana a fair bit, but usually I come in. I mean, I was in Ghana maybe about 4 or 5 months ago, but I came in for one day, did all the stuff I had to do, and left.
Okay.
So yeah, you know, Ghana. But you know, us Nigerians, we're flooding Ghana like nobody's
Big
business.
time,
you know what I
big
mean?
time.
So
even though we don't like it, you know, so we cannot do anything about that. So.
Well, let's see.
Okay, so I mean, obviously a lot of people are probably wondering who is Mr. Muyiwa
Yeah.
and everything. I mean, but if you don't know, he's a singer, songwriter. You know, you also a broadcaster as one of the only commercial Christian radio show, station in the UK, Premier Radio.
Yes.
You know, and then you also you have a show on Lufthansa Airline
Yes, I do.
with over 15 million passengers.
Well, that's the airline passenger.
Yeah,
I don't know that all
obviously
of them
they
listen
all
to my
watch
show.
and listen to your show. So.
Yeah, so I mean, I've been quite blessed really in my journey, because really I studied business studies, but I wanted to do music.
Okay.
My mother wouldn't let me do music. My mother was a radio broadcaster.
Wow.
And then
And she wouldn't want you to do music.
No. I don't know what was wrong with the woman. But now I'm older. I understand what was right with her. But in my final year of my business studies degree, I started my first year of my music degree at Westminster University, and it was the first of its kind in the UK. And so the son of the head of Sony was in my class. Head of EMI's son was in my class.
Wow.
And so after that, I went to work for Channel 4 TV in the UK.
Okay.
And after that, I went to work for Sony. So I looked after people like Mariah Carey, Bob Dylan, Aerosmith, you know, Fugees. But really, I wanted to do music. That's what I studied. And so then, you know, I started doing. I was a church boy. I was a worship leader in church. And then River Song started, who I sing with. So we did our first album. We're now 6 albums in. I mean, 7th album I'm recording right now in your country.
Wow.
So doing that led me into radio,
to
Premier Radio, where I'm now station director at Premier Radio. That led to Turning Point, the TV show that I do in the States, which is a sister show to a show called 700 Club. And really for CBN, Turning Point is their most watched show across the world, over 200 stations. And that in turn led to things like being the first ever group to get on BET's celebration of gospel, first ever international, still the only international group. And so it's been like that. But really, I've just been terribly fortunate, really. And God has been kind. I have to say, it's, you know, as you can see, my six-pack is long gone. You know, if you hear me sing, I just sing all right, you know.
Oh, really?
You know, it's like Kirk, you know. But yeah, so I'm grateful, man. I'm grateful.
Yeah, I mean, I was telling you earlier, you know, I'm saying the first time I actually saw you, you know, perform was when I watched Vic Tizzle, you know, UK gospel artist Vic Tizzle's song "I Sing," you know, and that was a marvelous performance, right there. You know, you were able to blend with the youth. Yeah. You know, it was just crazy. I mean, tell us about your performances.
Well, the Vic Tizzle thing, I mean, you young people make me laugh. Vic Tizzle, his mother gave him a perfectly good name, Victor. And you, like, it's like you. Your mother gave you a great name, Justin. Right? It's J Smoke. You know, my Lord. But Vic Tizzle, he's one of the most incredible producers we have in the UK. Yeah. What he's chosen to do is to stay true to his worldview and his beliefs with the work he does. Because Vic Tizzle could have easily said, you know what, forget this gospel thing. I want to do something else. Yeah. You know, so when he came up to me, I just finished singing at KICC.
Oh, okay.
And it was off the switch, or off the hizzle, as you young people say. And Victor he said, you know, we got this track. So the next day I was in the studio, I heard it. I'm like, OMG. You gotta do something. You know, this makes me feel like I'm an African. Yeah. You know? So we jumped on it, and it was great because we were touring America. One young kid came up to me in the States and said, oh my God, you're that guy on Vic Tizzle's song. Yeah. I'm like, wow, you know, it's good to roll with young people.
Definitely.
So yeah, there's some, Vic Tizzle, he's done some incredible things, which most people don't sing about, but you know, but that's the nature of our world. Nice.
Well, you also mentioned that you're Nigerian.
Absolutely. Only one, baby.
Right. I know a couple of Nigerian artists and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, you've gone beyond Africa. You know, you've taken gospel music to the 4 corners. 7 corners of the world. You know, UK, America, the whole 9 yards and everything. You know what I'm saying? I mean, how does it feel like to be on such a platform?
It feels interesting, but you know, the one thing that balances me is I never get confused, because you realize as much as you've done, be it celebration of gospel, be it, you know, being invited by heads of states around the world, be it Her Majesty the Queen having you, I realize that there's a whole world that don't know who on earth you are. So we're sitting here on the Sunday show, and I know there'll be some young cat in Kumasi or you know, somewhere who's like, who's that bald guy with that thing around his neck? So as much as you do, you think you realize there's much more to reach. There's more souls to reach. There's more people to encourage.
Yeah.
There's more mothers to tell them that it's
Yeah.
gonna be all right. So you don't really get high on oh, we're so big, we filled this venue and that
Yeah.
venue. Even though, you're grateful for it, but you realize there's still more to do.
I mean, I know you've done a lot of stuff. I mean, how long have you been doing this for now?
Well, as gospel music, maybe from 2003, we started the Muyiwa and River Song.
Okay.
So it's
now
been,
tell me a bit about the River Song idea itself.
Well, the River Song idea is really we started as just River Songs.
Okay.
Our first album we recorded at Restoration. That's where we get a song that goes, and we will say our God is good,
Yeah.
which was a good one for us. But we started a River Song, so we called a group of friends.
Okay.
Because that time I was still working at Sony. Eddie Kwesiako Martin, who's the producer and writes with me.
Okay.
We studied together. He was doing production, so he's worked with Fantasia,
Wow.
Whitney Houston, Neo, Chris Brown. And we were in church, and he says, let's do a record. So we called all our friends. We called our friend who was playing for Kylie Minogue, one who was playing for Westlife.
Oh, really?
We just brought them all together.
Wow.
We did this song, so we called the group River Songs. But then when we finished, nobody wanted the record in the UK.
Oh, really?
Because when they heard it, they said it was great praise and worship. When they saw that it was a black boy,
serious?
they said, "Ooh, great gospel." There's a big difference. Praise and worship is for everybody. Generally,
Gospel
people
is
feel
for black.
gospel is just for black people. So they didn't want it. So what could we do? So we decided to work the album.
Okay.
Then we discovered that actually with gospel music, people prefer a front man.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
then
yeah.
Muyiwa came out.
Oh, okay.
And River Songs, the group that rose. So within River Songs, we've got artists who in their own rights are worship leaders, award-winning artists, people who travel with Emily Sandy to, Chris Brown.
Okay.
And so they just come under the banner of
Wow.
River Songs.
I mean, from what you're saying, I mean, you have all kinds of people who've worked with all these great, secular artists, so to say, you know what I'm saying? And they could have just gone secular and done something secular and still blow up, But so why did you guys decide, like, okay, no, even though we have all these experiences whatsoever, I see more like, Moses coming out of Egypt, going out to equip himself and then coming to rescue the Israelites and everything. So why did you guys decide, okay, now let's do gospel?
Let me tell you, Jay, the honest truth is, I tried to do pop. I wanted to do pop music.
Really?
I'm telling you, from day one, I was a worship leader in church. I was like, I'm going to do pop music, But, the story of my birth is that my mother asked God for a son. I'm the first boy in 4 children. Of 2 sisters ahead of me who were preachers and a younger brother who's a worship leader. And I remember my mother saying she prayed to God for a son, and she dreamt that a hand was given her a boy. She went to grab the boy. The hand took the boy back and said, if only you would give him back. And of course she says yes, because she wants a son. She takes the boy in the dream, gets pregnant. It's me.
Wow.
So before even I was cognizant of who I was, she'd already done a deal about me. So here I am, I want to do pop music. It's not working. For 4 years, I had a sponsor from New York who was putting about 40 grand a year into my music. I was working at Sony. My manager was Stevie Wonder's manager. So it looked like it was all set, but it wasn't working. Until I realized, that thank God for Kwesiako Martin, or Kwesi Jones as we call him, my best friend. Through him, we're able to realize that actually God is calling you. Not that he didn't want you to succeed, but he's,
he has different plans for you.
Yeah, different plans. So people like Vic Tizzle, God has called them to be a bit more out there. People like Governor B, but people like me, I'm just called to be in the church.
So you think it's a case of Jonah?
I think to a degree.
Yeah.
To a degree.
No matter what you do outside.
Rasta, when that fish swallowed me up, Lord Father.
There's nothing.
So it was, there's a degree of that. So for me, the reason I don't, the stuff we do is recognize outside.
Yeah.
Being the first in the UK and still the only one to fill Hammersmith Apollo with 5,000 young people. Wow. And it wasn't hearsay. I've got it on DVD. You can see it happen. And whilst we're doing it, Nicki Minaj's crowd are outside. just before we got in, Usher's crowd was inside, you know what I mean? And so people outside the church recognize what we're doing. But I'm not, you know, what I do is to say Jesus Christ is the Son of God, is the King of Kings and Lord of Lords. Maybe later on I might have the freedom to say he is my friend, my lover, and you know, so it's a bit more.
But right now the mission is to just go out there.
Rasta, just to tell them, right, Jesus.
Okay, so I mean, so what's the future like for you? I mean, you're in Ghana for a purpose, right?
Yeah, we're recording our next album. It's called the African Album.
Okay.
It's our first full African album. So we're working with a chap called Kwame Yeboah, who's regarded in the music industry in the West as one of the greatest minds. He's only a tiny guy, you know. So we're doing the album with him. That's going to come out hopefully late summer in the UK, and then we'll start the road work. So hopefully you let us come back with the new
Most
album.
definitely. All right, so I mean, you're in Ghana for a while. I mean, you say this is not the first time you've been in Ghana, and I'm sure you've seen a couple of, you know, gospel artists who are emerging from Ghana. And I mean, one of those people who is actually a Ghanaian based in the UK is my boy, Sonny Badu. You know, I mean, he had a beautiful, wonderful performance at the recent VGMAs and everything. I mean, what's your take, you know, on the local gospel scene right now in Ghana and Africa as a whole?
I have to say, when you're talking about local artists, Sonny doesn't count. Sonny's a British boy.
Okay.
So he belongs to us.
Oh,
right?
really?
So
look at you.
Just hold your horses. If you want local artists, we're talking Kwesi Ting. His stuff is incredible. I mean, it be God who they bless me. Oh man. Ohima Mercy. And then you got the others, like there are a couple of sisters, I forget their names.
In Ghana here?
In Ghana here.
Tego sisters?
Sorry?
Tego sisters?
No, they're much older than that.
Oh really? Daughters of Glorious Jesus?
I think that's them.
Yeah.
You know? So you got a whole variety of stuff. Now, the texture of it is very strong. The sound is very strong. The production is very strong. My hope is that we don't try too hard to be like the artist outside in the world, you know what I mean? So that a lot of our artists are not trying to be, you know, you should be the front runners, you understand?
True.
So I hope we don't get to that, but certainly there is so much freshness. I mean, the amount of music we get, I'll get on the radio station, I give to my presenters.
Oh, wow.
It's like, it's amazing. The videos are amazing that we're coming up with here in Africa. And so my mission is wherever I go to you know, the honest truth is, if I have a Kirk Franklin record and a Kwesi Ting record, that will get played first.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, because I mean, Kirk,
yeah, represent, man.
Kirk is Kirk, but we need to showcase what God has given us. Here in.
So I mean, do you have any plans of working with anybody at all?
Yeah,
locally?
I mean, I'd love the opportunity to. I'd love the opportunity to work with some artists from here. You know, some from Cote d'Ivoire. Maybe some from Nigeria. But you know, it's time and chance.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, I met an incredible artist called Ernest, who was one of the contestants on African Idol. Okay. And he doesn't know, but I've heard some of his stuff. I'm like, oh my God, this Negro is bad, you know. And that's what we have in Africa. We've got so much wealth of opportunity. So thank God for shows like this where people can get to showcase what they do. But Ghana is alive. I love to come back and do a tour, but just so you know, Sonny Badu belongs to the UK. Thank you very much.
We're gonna talk more about that. Okay, so I mean, talking about Sonny Badu, I mean, what is your relationship with him? Like, you know, how's it like?
Well, we have a very good relationship.
Really?
I mean, he was just last night, he was sending me pictures of his conference in America.
Oh, okay.
But he's an incredible young man. I mean, that guy, when he grabs the microphone, oh my goodness, it's over.
The guy means business, huh?
I'm telling you, absolutely.
You guys ever work together?
Have we ever worked? Not recording anything. We've done concerts
together. I wonder
together.
why.
Yeah. No, I tell you what, we're planning to do an album of stuff where he teaches me to sing in Tree in Ghana.
Oh, really?
And I teach him to sing in Yoruba.
Really?
But we just, I mean, you know, Where's
nice.
Can you find where Sonny Badu is at any given time?
I know, right?
Yeah, I mean, he's tweeting, and you think he's
next door,
but he's in Scotland somewhere.
True that.
So you know, schedules sometimes can be a bit of a hard thing.
I mean, so what are some of your best collaborations?
With me or
with you personally?
I think one of them will have to be on our album Declaring His Name All Around the World, where we had Kevin Bond, Grammy Award winner. Kevin Bond, for those who don't know, was the one that produced Kirk Franklin's breakthrough album and Donnie McClurkin's breakthrough album, you know, where you got I Got My Mind Made Up. So he did our last album. And on that album, we had a guy called Darwin Hobbs.
Yep.
Darwin Hobbs came into the studio, recorded in Atlanta, and he smashed the song to bits. I was like, so that would have to be one of my big collabs. And then in terms of live music, one of my big collaborations that I love would have to be at the Hammersmith Apollo, where we had a guy called Pandit Dinesh. Basically, we did a show where we had artists from different parts of the world. And Pandit, I mean, people wouldn't know Pandit, all the way from India.
Oh, wow.
And that moment of doing a song with a brother from India, no one knows him, and then another chick called Michelle Chung from China, from a country where people are being killed every day for their faith, and to be able to capture a moment of singing I Love You, Lord, with all my heart, and watching kids who don't know anything about Jesus in Hammersmith Apollo lifting up their hands, I'm telling you, that will have to be some of my big collabs. I mean, of course, you could talk about, you know, singing with Donnie McClurkin and being on stage with Kirk. Those are cool. But those moments I just mentioned are much more meaningful for me. And the last one I would say was going to Russia, to Ukraine actually, and singing with a choir. Like, if I mention their names, you won't know who they are. But what shocked me about it was I walked into the auditorium, 13,000 people, and heard them singing our song in Russian. I just started to cry. And then they brought me up on stage and I sang with them. That for me was one of the biggest collaborations I've ever, because it just meant so much to me that here we are in Russia where no one knows, who on earth knows who Muyiwa Larrawaju is, and yet they're singing our song in Russian. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So I mean, we talk a lot about your musical career, you know, and everything, but let's get into your personal life right now. You know, I'm sure.
Oh Lord.
Who's this fine dude? You know, is he taking? Is he not taking? You know, tell us something about that. I mean, are you married?
I'm married with two children.
Okay.
I have my first son, Oluwaloni Chibueze Olarewaju, and my second son, Oluwagbemileke Chinamso Olarewaju.
Nice.
My wife is an actress, and my children are still quite young. So you know, I get a lot of daddy when you're coming back home, you know. But yeah,
how do you juggle the two?
You have to have a strong relationship, because I'm gone a lot.
Yeah.
And if you don't have a strong relationship, if both of you are not clear about why you're doing what you're doing, it will be a lot of strain, because it's a lot of strain traveling anyhow, and then for her to be at home with two children. And my boys are strong. You know, just last night she said to me, take them to boarding school now. You know, so I can only do it. The grace of God is what we say, but it's strong relationships between her and I, and between the family, and making sure you have people around you who are honest enough to say, yo, black man,
gotta do what you gotta do, man.
Fix up, you know. So, but God has been kind.
What about your hobbies? What are some of your hobbies, apart from singing, obviously?
My food, as you can see, I didn't get this big by fasting. You know, I love to travel. I love good food. I love to sleep. And my wife and I, we used to go skiing every year.
Okay.
We haven't been able to do it so much, so we love skiing.
Oh, nice.
But I definitely love music. Love meeting new people and going to new places. But food, I think, will have to be at the top of the list.
Okay. So what's your favorite food, though?
It's all Nigerian food, my friend. I'm not even talking.
You're not talking those fried rice and
give me some eba and egusi with some goat meat. Man, if I get hungry, if your head looks like goat meat, I'll just take your head, Justin, and chop you by and just. I'll pray for
so
forgiveness.
So you love those people that say when there's food, there's no friend, you know.
Chop time, no friend. No. I wish I could be one of those that we can break bread around food, you know, and go into deep covenant, you know.
But you're not.
Black man, when I'm eating my food, stay away.
Stay in your corner, yeah.
When I finish, then we can do covenant.
All right, so yeah, you know, we couldn't run out of time right now, you know what I'm saying? But let's quickly talk about the song you're coming to perform right now, Jehovah.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, tell us a bit about that one.
Jehovah Jireh is one of the songs from the album Declaring His Name All Around the World, and you can find it on iTunes and explore it.
Yeah.
I mean, you can find us on Twitter,
Okay.
official Muyiwa, or on
Facebook,
and you can explore more of our music. But Jehovah Jireh, the album is Declaring His Name Around the World, and what we did was we went around the world, went to India, China, of course we went to the Caribbean, we went to Africa, but not to Nigeria first,
Okay.
went to the Lingali part, you know,
Oh, really?
Congolese speaking,
Okay.
and Jehovah Jireh was that moment where we stopped in the Caribbean, and I thought, let me do my reggae thing. You know? You know? So it was a great moment. Sometimes people listen and they say, oh, you know, you guys, you're trying to do reggae. And I'm an African man who lives in London. So doing reggae, you know, sometimes could be a little slippery. But I love the song.
Yeah. Okay, so I can't wait for you to get on the stage and perform that one. No one you'll be mentioning Rasta all this while. I'll be like, okay, you went from the Rasta stuff.
Well, it's you. Look at your hairstyle.
All right. So before we get into that, you know, your social platforms. I mean, where can anybody reach you?
On Facebook, Muyiwa and River Songs with a Z.
With a Z, okay.
Like our Facebook. On Twitter, at official Muyiwa. Same thing on Instagram, at official Muyiwa. So, you know, follow us on Twitter and we'll follow you right back.
Nice one, right? I mean, it's been a massive pleasure, and I had massive fun right here. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you so much.
Charlie, I can't wait, man. You ready for that?
I'm ready if you're ready.
Okay, baby. So don't go nowhere, people. My boy Muyiwa is about to perform live once again right here on The Sunday Show. It's your boy Jay Smoke. Holla at your boy.
I feel the dance coming on. Come on, Ghana. Work. Listen, dance. Saute. Dance. Enter.
Only you be God.
Only you be God.
Only you be God.
I've got something for you. Weave it.
Only you be God.
Well, only you be God. Only you be God.
Only you be God.
What? Say it again, y'all. Only you
be God.
Come on, grab something. Come. Weave it. Only you
be God.
Listen, baby. Give me. What?
Pharaoh lets my people go. Jehovah, that I am.
If you hold them any further,
If you hold them any further,
your throne I will destroy.
your throne I will destroy.
Fall down.
He has given us the city.
Na.
Those walls will have to fall.
Gates of brass he is broken.
Gates of brass he has broken.
Yes, he has.
Iron bars have fallen down.
Here we go.
Shout.
What you say? Only you
be God.
be God. Only you be God.
Only you be God.
Well, let the people shout victory.
Let the people shout victory.
Let the people shout.
Let the people shout victory.
Let the people shout.
Let the people shout victory.
Let the people shout.
Let the people shout victory. Only you be God.
Only you be God. Only you be God. I feel like.
Only you be God.
Come on, Sunday morning. Listen. Oh.
You have gathered all your arms.
fall. With a sling and a stone, come on. Holy victory shall be mine. See, when he lifted up my head, my enemies increase. He will cause them all to tremble. When we raise a battle cry.
Charlie, I gotta tell you, man, big up going out to my man Muyiwa for that awesome interview and performance live right here on the Sunday show. Now, you know what time it is. It is the quest. And if you were listening to me during the introduction, you know that we are not going to be doing the quest in the studio. We took it out onto the streets. Yes, we took the quest out onto the street to find out from the people what the Sunday show has been like for them. How has it inspired them? You know what I'm saying? And not only that, we asked them a series of questions, you know what I'm saying, from the Bible to test their Bible knowledge. All right, so check out this video footage. And when we come back, we're going to go straight into all the things right here on the Sunday show. You know what time it is? It's your boy, J Smoke. Holla at your boy.
So much hot out here, you know, but I don't mind though. It's bad to be free.
It's very nice. It inspires me a lot, especially where the artists perform. It inspires me very a lot, and I like it. John 3:16, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believes in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. Amen.
For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him shall not perish, but have everlasting life. Amen.
With the quiz sessions, the exhortation sessions from other pastors, I still get inspired one way or the other, be in the church mood, even when I'm not in church. Delilah betrayed Samson.
Delilah is Samson's wife, the one who betrayed him.
It was a very nice show. It inspires me to watch more. It also lets my Christian life become more, get to know the Bible the more. The very first one was Isaac.
I learned so many things about Joe Metzel and through his career and everything, and I pray that from what I learned, God will also bless me with it. John the Baptist baptized Jesus.
John the Baptist is Jesus Christ's cousin.
Oh, it's so motivating, very inspiring, very spiritual, and then educative. Joseph, Benjamin, and God.
Okay, some interesting comments right there from our viewers, and I'm so excited. I'm glad that, the Sunday show has been a massive blessing to many of you guys out there. Okay, so time coming up. Charlie, we've run out of time right now, and Charlie, we gotta say bye-bye to you guys. But it's been a beautiful show. I had some beautiful interviews and a massive live performance right here by Muyiwa. Like I said, don't forget to follow him on Twitter at official Muyiwa. Now, let me say this, in my few years in this ministry, after being born again, I've realized that some people, don't like to be exposed to God's light. The reason because they don't want to expose certain bad things about themselves. They don't want to change. And that's exactly what many people out there feel threatened when you, as a child of God, decide to give your life to Jesus Christ and do the right thing. They know that, once you start doing the right thing, you're going to expose certain bad things about them, so they become very uncomfortable. But the Bible says in Matthew 5, verse 14, that you are the light of the world. So don't let anybody discourage you. Just go out there and shine that light. because that's what your Heavenly Father in heaven wants you to do. Don't forget, it's your boy Jay Small. We do this every Sunday from 6 to 7 p.m. right here on GH1. And like I always say, Christianity is more than a title, it's a lifestyle. So go out there and live it large. Catch you same time next week. Peace. It's your boy. Holla at your boy.